and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Zara and I make med school vlogs and lifestyle and health and all that good stuff. But yes guys, so the title of this vlog, you already know what I'm going to be talking about. This is crash study, crash read, crash course 101 on studying. I don't know what to call it, but yes, I'm going to be telling you guys how to crash read. I was inspired to do this because of my current situation. I have a test coming up in less than 7 days, and I have not read so much. Okay, let me just explain this in simple English. Right to my tongue. I have two courses that I'm supposed to write. So pathology and pharmacology. Pathology is on Tuesday, pharmacology is on Thursday. So pathology has four sub courses, four courses, individual courses in them. You have hematology, you have chemical pathology, you have morbid, and you have microbiology. So all these four courses in pathology, I'm going to write them on Tuesday. And the one that is suffering the most is my microbiology. So I'm going to be using microbiology to give examples of how to crash read and all of that. So, microbiology. First of all, before I begin to say what I want to say, I have to say this. I do not in any way advise anybody to crash read for any reason. It is wrong. Study to show thyself approved. A workman. The moral lesson of my story is that you should study and not crash read. But sometimes crash reading can be inevitable because of situations that just pop up and you just keep piling and packing stuff till the last day. Personally for me, as I said, MCB is suffering. I can't even fathom the reason why this is happening to me. But yeah, it's happening. And the first thing before you crash read is that you have to acknowledge that you have a problem, that there is a problem at hand that needs a solution. Because if you don't realize that you have a problem, you're not going to look for the solution. What is the problem now? The problem is that I have 19 topics in microbiology and I have not read them. So that is acknowledgement. And I've acknowledged the fact that I have these 19 topics. The next thing you're going to do is that you're going to look for a solution. Now I'm going to be telling you some practical solutions that you can do. One, you have to write down these topics that you need to read in this particular subject. I know I have 19 topics, as I said. So 19 topics in microbiology, and I have 7 days. But these 7 days, I'm not using the 7 days to read only microbiology. I have hematology, I have chemical pathology, I have morbid. But these three, they're not suffering as much as my microbiology. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give microbiology about 3 days out of these days. Then the remaining 4 days will be shared among these 3 topics. My chemical pathology is also not suffering like that. So I'm actually going to find a way and share these topics to these subjects to these 7 days and make the best out of it. So when I realize I have a problem, so I make a plan. One of my action plans is that I made a list of topics that I need to finish before in that particular course before that day arrives. So now after making a list, I made a list of 19 topics. And I have 50 questions in this thing. And I know that in these 50 questions, I'm not going to bring out from all the 19 topics I know deep down in my mind. What did I do to confirm my suspicion? I checked past questions, study guides, whatever you want to call it, past questions of the subject matter, and I looked for topics out of these 19 topics that are vital, topics that are important to this test. So I searched for these topics and I found out that certain things occurred commonly. Sorry, let me adjust my chair. Certain things occur commonly. Example, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, Mycobacterium, the genera Mycobacterium. And I found out that out of this genera, there are 2 species that occur commonly. That is Mycobacterium tuberculosis and Mycobacterium leprae. What did I do? I went further to probe. because before you crash read, you have to have a solid plan, an action plan. You can't just crash read blindly, because you're not going to understand anything. So I went further to probe. I went on to probe further, and I found out that out of these two species, there are certain questions they ask out of them, like characteristics, features, etc, 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 stuff like that. And after doing this, I now made sure that I understood these things, even if I did not understand them, but I understand the question. Because one thing you have to, there's one thing to remember, that oh, you've read this, and there's another thing for the question to come out exactly the way you read it. Because you have to understand in a way that if they twist the question, you know that, oh no, this is a no, this is false. So first things first, acknowledge you have a plan. Second thing second. Secondly, acknowledge you have a problem. That's first. Secondly, make a plan. Then have an action to the plan. Let there be actions to this plan. One, from example now, I wrote down the topics I need to read in 3 days. In 3 days, I need to read 19 topics. That means I need to read like 6 each day. Then maybe the last one will be on the last day or something. Because 19 divided by 3 is like 6.33333 something. That is, you have 6 and one more this thing. So 6. And how many? And I now ask myself, how many minutes do I want to read each courses for? Each topic for? Because you have to know how many. If not, you stay there reading one topic. I need to understand this thing. I need to understand this thing. Time yourself. The best way to time yourself is using Pomodoro timer. Pomodoro timer. I'm going to do a study with me with Pomodoro timer. Maybe not after this video, but definitely I'm going to do a study with me with Pomodoro timer and tell you how Pomodoro timer works. Pomodoro timer is a way for you to study and rest and study, and it's a way of studying effectively. So if I want to study each topic for, let's say, 30 minutes, and I have 6 topics to study, I'm like, I need to study them for 3 hours. Okay, if I want to study each of them for 1 hour, that means I need to study 6 of them in total will be 6 hours. So using my Pomodoro timer, I time myself 1 hour, then a break, then I have break, then another hour, then break, another hour, then break, like that. 6 hours is gone. I might not be able to explain what I've read to somebody, but since the test is MCQ means multiple choice questions. Since it's a multiple choice question, it means that each questions are going to come with some options which you have to choose the most appropriate or most correct answer, basically. So it's easier because now it's not essay, it's not what's the other one? Filling the gaps or something like that. What the other one is called. But yeah, it's not subjective, it's objective. Okay. So you have options. So once you read them and once it has been stored in your memory, you're like, oh, I saw this somewhere. Oh, I saw this somewhere. Oh, this, that. Like that, you're able to remember. So it's easier to pass MCQ if you actually read everything. MCQ, you have to read everything, basically. So check past questions, check things that will come commonly. It helps. It really do help. And you have to also realize that you don't have time. You think inside your height, in your mind, that you have time, but the truth is that you do not have time. Actually, that's the truth. You don't have time. So you have to realize that you do not have time and flow with it. That means if I'm going to finish, okay, for example, I use 6 hours to finish 6 topics. It's called crash reading, not crash studying. This means that when you're done reading it, that doesn't mean you'll be able to answer anybody's questions if they ask you, or you'll be able to answer the MCQs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should crash read so you're going to know it perfectly well. If you want to understand something to that level of perfection, you have to make sure that you study, not read. Reading is like reading a novel, like, oh, okay. Studying is like sitting down with your book, a textbook, a video, past question, whatever it is, that will make you understand things better. That when you come out of studying, you can actually explain it to someone. That is studying. When you're done studying, you should be able to explain what you studied to someone. When you're done reading, you will most likely not be able to explain it, because you read for, like, most times we read because we want to pass exams. We don't study to pass exams. We study because we want to know. That's the difference between studying and reading. So let's remember that this is called crash reading, not crash studying. So if all these things are put in place, I think you have a successful crash reading. So I wish this video I hope this video was helpful to someone, and that you will not be discouraged to read whatever you have to read. So let me just do a little bit of recap. The first thing, you have to acknowledge that you have a problem that needs solution. And to solve this, you have to have a plan, an action plan, something that you put in place. And also you have to realize that you don't have time. These three things are very important for crash reading, and you have to be dedicated to crash reading. You have to be dedicated to your plan. So I hope this video was helpful to somebody in one way or the other, who is feeling down, who is feeling depressed, who is feeling sad that you're not able to, cover what you're supposed to cover. I hope this video was helpful to you in one way or the other. And if this video was helpful to you, first things first, click the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Somewhere here, I don't know, that red big box, rectangle there. And if it was also helpful to you, give this video a thumbs up. Okay? If this video was helpful to you, comment down below. If this video was helpful to you also, share it to somebody, because you don't know who you might be of help to. You don't know who will be depressed and tired, and just tell someone that yes, you have 7 days to study. Do not be afraid. Just go and watch Zara's video on crash studying 101, and you'll be safe. As I said before, I do not advise anybody to crash study. To crash read, rather. You can't crash study. I don't advise anybody to crash read, but to study. So please, don't quote me anywhere that I said that crash reading is advisable, but do study. Study to show thyself approved. And I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. I've said this over and over again. And if you leave here without giving this video a thumbs up, it won't be fair. Okay? So yeah, I'm going to see you guys in my next one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget, I love you as always.